I've concluded that it's time to end America's longest war. It's time for American troops to come home.
A withdrawal or a winding down of a conflict does not mean the cost of war has ended. The cost of war doesn't end when we bring our soldiers home. It continues with our moral obligation to take care of every veteran who still lives with a disability because of their exposure to a toxic substance.
When people sign up to serve and defend our country and go overseas, they expect to be in danger. They're basically putting their life on the line to defend our country, and at the same time, they shouldn't be exposed to toxic substances, whether that's burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan or earlier generations to Agent Orange. The comparison of today's generation with burn pits as with Agent Orange exposure during the Vietnam era are very similar.
You know, as someone who unfortunately is one of those toxic exposed veterans, I feel like I am a ticking time bomb at some point, that something is gonna, happen, or I'm gonna find something every time I go to do my annual health screening, and I worry about how am I gonna be able to support my family if something happens to me. And this is why, having this type of support is really important for people like us.
We cannot do what we did previously, where it took years and years and years and years. People died before we passed legislation to address the issue. And so the time is now.
You have to have a sense of urgency. Those who had exposures to Agent Orange and waited 20 to 40 years, that's unacceptable.
It took decades to get this done for Blue Water Navy veterans, and we've finally corrected that injustice. But we can't wait, and we should never make a veteran wait for health care for a condition that's related to their service.
We need to address the exposure to toxins by our service members head on, and we have to do it in a way that's comprehensive and that provides the care and the benefits that our veterans and their families have earned, need, and deserve.
The PACT Act ensures that we do right by our veterans decades beyond when they come home. I am determined that we do this before we lose that collective sense of what is morally right. That can get lost.